Hello everyone, Simonopolized here, back with another speedboat. And yeah, this one, like right now, I've been looking at, I don't know, like around 16 hours of footage. So this one obviously did not just take me like one day to finish it, it took me like almost an entire week, working bit by bit because it was so frustrating. But yeah, I ended up kind of getting the gist of it. Only problem was that I don't know, like the house was a little bit weird, like before the renovation or like remodel. Because like you could kind of get an idea of how the house was supposed to be. Like it's kind of those houses where there's like a main house and there are like a couple of like extensions next to it, but it was all built in the exact same time. They just wanted to look like age and stuff. But for example, like the main house that was only actually like only the foyer, which I didn't get why, and like I don't know, like it was a very big part of the house that was only the entrance of the foyer with the staircase. And for example, on the like it was supposed to be a box, but on the front of the house it was about like 8 tiles wide. On the back of the house it was I believe 7, or the other way around. So it was kind of weird in my opinion. So I kind of like I don't know, adapted a house a little bit to make it look a little bit more symmetrical. And I also shifted the house as you are seeing right now. The house is now shifted a little bit to the left or to the right if you're looking from the front. Um, like shifted around 8 tiles, I think, I believe. And after I shifted the whole house, I reconfigured the floor plan and actually added a lot of space as well, because the house was supposed to be like pretty big, but it only had like Holly's bedroom and like Holly Alto's bedroom and then her parents' bedroom. So it's a big mansion, but it's only a 2-bedroom mansion. And normally with story progression, like I think the Altos normally have another kid. So I kind of like I added 2 extra bedrooms, just one being like a guest bedroom because it would only make sense for someone living in this kind of like a big of a house, that they would have a guest bedroom. And the other thing is, oh yeah, Holly's bedroom. Like I don't know how to say it exactly, but like her parents' bedroom had actually like it had an entire wing just to themselves, and I kept it that way. It's just that like the entire wing was made out of like kind of a living room for just for them, like for like a living room for their bedroom, their bathroom, which was hideous by the way, and their bedroom. So I ended up making it into like a dressing room with like a sitting area and stuff. And the living room stayed the same, and the bathroom it got changed a bit, but the bathroom wasn't looking out on the back. The bathroom now looks out to the front of the house, and the bedroom looks out to the back of the house because it would only make sense like to wake up to this awesome view of like looking down on the whole town, uh, instead of like just looking out on a lake from your bedroom. And when you go to the bathroom you look down to like you have the view of the whole place, like you know what I mean. So yeah, they're kind of like the wing, like bedroom wing is kind of I don't know, like kind of shifted from the bathroom bedroom placement. The living room is still in the same place, and Holly's bedroom was downstairs by the kitchen, which did not make a lot of sense. So I kind of did like a whole wing for Holly Alto too, but like she doesn't have access to like all rooms from just her bedroom. Like she has, I believe, 3 rooms. Like she has her bathroom obviously, and she has her bedroom, like where she sleeps, and she also has like an activity room or something, because she had like in her room she had like a console and a TV and stuff, so it seemed like she's a gamer or something, like she plays with console. So I kind of turned, like, I added an extra room that she has access to from her own bedroom. Um, and yeah, it's kind of like a gaming room. So it's kind of a wing, but it's not as big as her parents' side of the bedroom because an entire room it got turned into like an activity room. Um, yeah, but you're gonna see that all like anyway. Um, the house ended up looking like, I think, very similar to like how it looks right now. The only difference would be that there would be like a little bit of a bump out from like with the roof from the front of the house, and like this front balcony wouldn't exist anymore. I ended up switching the columns to like a 2 level high columns. Yeah, and for the outside of the building, as you can see, like it's still very much inspired from the old Alto Villa, but the name like Alto Villa and the fact that like the Altos are supposed to be like those in the rich or like family or something, they're very like newly rich. So I don't know, like I wanted to do it in a way where, like, you know, the type exactly, like the when someone who's like very like really rich and then buys like a house that's been like really constructed, not even like an, I don't know, like an old money house, like the land grabs house. So they end up like mixing a lot of styles together. Like it's like the outside is a little bit like the outside and inside actually. Um, it's kind of like a mix of like Italian, Spanish, and French architecture, and it's all like it all looks like how someone would expect the royal palaces to look like. And this is what I was going off for because I don't know, like even like they had a lot of gold and a lot of like Carrara marble. Like the Carrara marble is Italian, and the mixture of like the gold and blue furniture with the exact type of furniture that they were using before, it's kind of French with the yellow too and stuff. Like it looked a little bit French, and the outside looked a little bit Spanish, I believe, like Spanish Italian or something like that. But anyway, like I ended up like making it into like this kind of like I don't know, a mixture of styles because this is how it would be like in real life. Just trying to get it all, but kind of like flunking at some point, but still looks great. Like this is kind of the point. And I also wanted it to look like they were trying it to make it look as a what's it called, like a hotel or something, like a resort, like with the double staircases and the elevator. Like no one needs that, like no one needs all of that, but they just like want to flaunt their wealth and want to seem as, I don't know, as rich as possible, because it's kind of I believe it's kind of like a self-esteem issue where they put their self-worth only like in regards to how much like how much worth, or like how much her house is worth, or like how much they seem to have money. Like this is what I'm saying. Yeah, but I still like kept the exact same like gold and stuff. It just a little bit toned down, and there was absolutely no reason for the amount of animal print in this house. Like there was like a leopard print, a cheetah print rug, I think, and leopard print curtains, and I don't know, there were a lot of like animal stuff in the house, which again feeds into the exact same idea, like with the like the golden furniture and stuff. It kind of like feeds down to the idea of them wanting to show off their wealth, and like it ended up looking a little bit silly. Yeah, that is all. I believe like in a couple of minutes or something, actually my game crashed. My game crashed twice. And it happened while I was working on the fence. So whenever you see me like working on the fence, because I ended up making it into what's it called, like a gated area, and I ended up like the front of the house. It has like an entire wall, like the Landgraf's house, um, with like the garage door that you have to bus people in from, like with the I don't know the like the celebrity houses in Bridgeport. Um, yeah, but anyway, when I started doing that, for some weird reason, when I was trying to connect the fences with the wall itself, my game crashed, and it did that twice. But on the third time, it didn't crash at all. Like, my game worked very smoothly, so I'm guessing this puts a whole new perspective on the phrase "third time's a charm." But the problem was that, like, I had to start, like, I hadn't saved, like, I think you see me when I save actually, normally, but I haven't, like, I hadn't saved at that point, like, a whole, like, a very big part, or like a very big portion of like the process I was going for. So I had to actually repeat the process with the basement, like making the basement by taking out the foundation and stuff. I had to do that, I believe, 3 times, and other stuff as well. Yeah, that was all I believe. And right now I'm looking on the outside, and this will all like this was actually done for nothing because I had to repeat that all. Anyway, but the outside actually ended up having I don't know, like it ended up looking great, and it had like there are like 2 fountains on the front of the house and another fountain on the back of the house with the pool. Yeah, and I believe it looks great. And oh, by the pool, there's also like a pool house that has an extra bedroom. So technically, like the house turned, like it got switched, like from, I don't know, it was 2 bedrooms. So now it has 4 bedrooms in the main house. And there's also like a butler's room in the basement, and the like the bedroom in the pool house. So I don't know, like the math right now, it's like 4 bedrooms and 2 other, like 6 bedrooms instead of 2 bedrooms. And right now, I think my game would crash, or I don't know. Yeah, this is where it crashed, and I just like left the game and came back. Yeah, right now working on the roof again, and just did like this freeze level from the front of the house. Not the front of the house, I made like a freeze level because the roof was kind of sliding down a little bit too much, that it was covering up like a huge portion, not a huge portion, but like a big portion of the windows on the upper level. So I thought the freeze level would help with that, and it did, like in my opinion. And right now you're seeing me working on the bed, like the parents' bedroom, and like this is exactly what I was saying. Like I swapped the bathroom with the bedroom, and the bedroom did not need to be, like, it had no business being that big. So I kind of separated that into like a dressing room and a bedroom. And the bedroom itself has like a platform and everything with the, like, I don't know, like with the bed up on the platform. So again, like going off of the same aesthetic that they were trying to recreate the like the feeling as if they were like French relatives or something, because I think I was like in Paris with my sister, like in last Christmas, and we also like went to like the Versailles, like the palace, the royal palace, and it kind of had like they had this kind of like platform, like you had to go like up like a tiny step, and you had to open like some kind of like a fence door or something to get into your bed. Like it wasn't like just a bedroom, it was a bedroom, and the bed itself was like technically like a whole other room in the room, but like surrounded by like fences. And the fence door kind of looks exactly like the fence, so you wouldn't even recognize that it's a fence, like an opening to the bedroom. And I believe they did that because they had like some kind of like ceremonies every morning. If I'm like, I might be wrong, and correct me if you know the exact procedure and everything, but like I think like this is what I've been told, that it was done like that, and the bedrooms were way too big, like in the the royal palaces and stuff, because they actually did a lot of like ceremonies like for the princes and stuff, and princes and princesses and like the royal family. Whenever they went to bed or woke up, that there would be like an entire like routine thing that they would do. Yeah, so anyway, like right now I'm working on the dressing room, and again, still wanted it to look like a royal palace, and they were trying to decorate like royal palace stuff. I don't know. Kind of, I don't know, like very devilish, I guess. I don't know if it's actually like a nice word to say or anything, but it's I don't know, like I've actually seen some people like that in my very smallish life. I'm 23 years old right now, and I believe in those couple of years I've seen a lot of people who are like that, who just want to show off their wealth for no reason at all, that it actually, I don't know, overcomes the purpose of stuff. Like, I don't know, like, I believe people should, like, regardless of how much money they have or anything, people should be a little bit more practical or something. Like, I don't know. Like, for example, why would, like, if you're living alone or something, like, why would you need an entire, like, literally very big house to live in? Like, it makes no sense. The maintenance is, like, and I don't know, like, the maintenance is too much. The upkeep of the house would be, like, a little bit too much, and it's not worth it because you're technically there all alone, so no one's actually using the place. Or, like, not enough people are using the place, so it doesn't make any sense. And some people just want to show off that they are wealthy, so they just do that, and they pay like a very hefty price just to show the world, like, oh, look how much money that I have or something. And I feel sorry for them, to be completely honest. But people like that have actually, I don't know, came across a lot of time in my life. But anyway, right now I'm working on their living room, like the private quarters or whatever it is, and I kind of like still kept it the same. Instead of like those chairs that they have, I believe this was like a snake skin. Like, it was an entire chair made out of snake skin, if I'm not like, or this is what it resembled. So I kind of changed that into like a very beige fabric that normally a chair in this style would look like, because it didn't make any sense to have snake skin on. Like, it was disgusting in my opinion. And the yellow couch is like, this is what it was like it was the exact same color before, so I just kept it like that with the blue curtains and everything. Like, again, I don't like to change a lot of things. I still like to go up with the same aesthetic of the house, and the same colors or everything. I just like elevate the place a little bit. And I believe I don't know what I work on next, but I believe it's like Holly's bedroom. I'm not sure. Yeah, I think right now I'm grabbing like everything from like the downstairs to the upstairs, because I kind of moved her bedroom, like, instead of being just by the kitchen downstairs, right now it's actually upstairs, and it's a real like bedroom. It's not like, I don't know, it felt a little bit weird. It's like in the house before, like, it's very big, but it only had 2 bedrooms, and even Holly's bedroom felt like a converted study or something. Like, it was supposed to be like a study room, but they turned it into her bedroom because they don't have enough space, which doesn't make sense because they live in a big house. So anyway, like, I kind of like changed the activity rooms, put them downstairs, because there were 2 activity rooms upstairs, I believe, and right now they're downstairs, and Holly's bedroom is upstairs with her parents, and the other 2 bedrooms, like the guest bedroom and technically her sibling, who is going to get there with story progression, I believe, or this is what used to happen when I used to play The Sims back then. And like another room for her sibling, and another guest bedroom, and in the basement there's a room for the butler. Yeah, anyway, right now you can kind of see the, I don't know, her room, like the layout of her room, and this platform I ended up getting rid of it, and the house is actually not the house, the bed is actually from Debug. If you're kind of questioning where it came from, because it's not in the normal build catalog, it's like the, I don't know, like the, god, the bed itself is from Debug. And as I said, like even the colors of the walls and everything, they are like the exact same colors from like this kind of clowny wallpaper that she had before. Because as I said, I go off of the exact same colors that it was before. Excuse me. Yeah, I just like it like, I don't know, like her room, like the kind of colors that were in it, it was blue, purple, pink, and yellow. And there's no need for making it look like why would you use like 4 colors that are very, I don't know, like very, like, I don't know, they aren't all like primary colors, but they are very, I don't know, like this is the kind of, like, every color by its own, like you have to tone it down with another like bland color like beige or white or something, or gray, and having all of them in the exact same room was kind of like overwhelming in my opinion. So I ended up like using only like the yellow for the like the gaming room, which I believe I changed the a little bit by the end, and her room is kind of pink, and the blue is like stayed in her bathroom. Like there was no need to, I don't know. There are a couple of also like purple accents and purple and blue accents in her room, but there was no need for making the walls all the blue, purple, pink, and yellow colors all at the same time. I believe it needed to be like toned down a little bit. And I actually like her room a lot. Yeah, right now, like, yeah, I remember now. I changed the wall colors to beige, and because the colors were just like a little bit like too overwhelming, and the colors from her own bedroom, it's kind of like accent colors from the furniture, like in the furniture, but it's not on the walls. Yeah, and she doesn't have like the carpet, like the puzzle carpet flooring anymore. Right now she has like real wood parquet flooring. Yeah, and this, like the plant that I just put in, like that's next to the chair with the ottoman, it's kind of big. I never had the place to put it because it was always kind of big, but her room is big, so I finally had a place to do that, to put it in, and it doesn't look a little bit out of place or a little bit too big or out of proportion. Yeah, that is all. I believe the room is kind of done right now. No, this is her dressing room, and this is the only part of her room that has the purple color in it, because again, the purple was way too overwhelming. Like I believe the blue and pink go together very well, so she has a lot of blue and pink in her own bedroom, and the yellow was more in her like gaming room, and yeah. Anyway, well, right now working on the cars. For some reason they had like the most expensive car, but they only had one car. So right now, like, is she called Vita also? I think she's called Vita also. Like the mother, she has the kind of like the maroonish kind of car in the front of the house. This is her car. The other car is like the one by the driveway. Down by the driveway is like the father's car, and Holly's car, like their daughter's car. It's kind of in the basement downstairs, which I end up changing because like I gave her like a pink Porsche, or like Porsche, or I don't know, like the. If you're from the US, like it's people pronounce it Porsche or something, but like it's a German brand, and it's called Porsche. Yeah, in Egypt they call it Porsche. In the US it's like Porsche, and the real like way that you should pronounce it is Porsche. Like this is the German pronunciation. Uh, but anyway, like I gave her like a pink Porsche or Porsche, whatever you wanna call it as, because I don't know, I wanted to seem like she's like kind of like daddy's girl who gets like everything she wants. So I don't know, when she asks for a car, she gets like a very pinkish kind of like expensive car. Uh, but it's not also like a racing car or something. It's just like a, I don't know, like they have the money to get like a even a better car, but they're not doing it because again, she's kind of like they believe that she's just going through like a pink phase and she might end up getting, I don't know, bored of the car itself, so they're playing it safe, that they aren't just like, I don't know exactly, but it's yeah. Obviously her parents have like have more expensive cars, and she has a pink car because it's kind of a silly teenager thing to do, I believe. Um, Although I believe my sister is the oldest of us all. We're like there's my brother, my sister, and me, and I believe my sister is still going through the pink phase. Like she never phased it out. But anyway, maybe Holly also wouldn't phase it. Like the whole pink thing wouldn't phase out from her kind of like anyway, or she wouldn't get bored of her car. Although I believe it would seem a little bit childish when she gets older. But it's her own life, she can do whatever she wants, and there are sins at the end of the day, like there's no need to make it like a big deal. Anyway, what do I work on next right now? I have absolutely no idea, like I keep jumping around. Like I remember wanting to go like in a chronological order and not jumping around too much, and I did that with like the parents' bedroom, the daughter's bedroom, and the dining room. But I think starting from now on, I'm gonna be jumping around a lot. But yeah, right now I'm working on the formal living room, and it's kind of a joint with like the activity room right now. And the activity room, I ended up adding a grand piano, because again, like in their activity room there were a lot of stuff, and they also had like a fitness room, kind of like a home gym, and I have a feeling like they are just pushing like their daughter to kind of learn a lot of stuff. So I don't know, maybe they are feeling a little bit out of place with like the land grabs being like kind of old money, and they know, like, I don't know, they were raised up in another way, like they were actually born rich, and the Altos are kind of like newly rich, so maybe they don't want Holly to kind of I don't know, like experience the exact same stuff that they are experiencing. So they wanna, like, they are kind of pushing her to learn a lot of skills and stuff, and I don't know, like I hadn't, like, maybe they are kind of pushing Holly to do this kind of activity. And one of the stuff that is kind of considered as being like old money or something is like learning how to play the piano and having like a grand piano at your house. So, and like whenever there are like parties or something, you kind of show off your daughter, like, look how well she plays the piano. It's kind of silly again, but it seemed like something the Altos would do as well. Like pushing their daughter to, like, just to fit their kind of narrative, or to fit like the, I don't know, the kind of like self-confidence that they are missing. I feel like I'm judging them way too hard. But anyway, right now I'm working on the kitchen. I believe that I end up finishing, like, I don't think I jumped around in the middle. And it ended up having two kitchen islands, which again a place like this would have. Again, it has absolutely no reason. They wouldn't use that much space anyway, and I believe in a house like this, they would even have a separate kitchen in the basement for the staff, and this is like their own kitchen that they just look at and never cook in or something. So again, just display of wealth. That is all. Like that's all the Altos are about. Nothing much. Yeah. Anyway, just making it look pretty and stuff with the two islands, the two sinks, like as if like having like a sink and a dishwasher is not enough. But no, you gotta have two sinks. Yeah. It's a good thing that I didn't add like two refrigerators and two stoves, and like because this would have been like really excessive. But I didn't do that just for like gameplay purposes. Although yeah, there are two fridges. Yeah, I just forgot. There's a mini fridge and there's a real fridge. Yeah. Anyway, what am I doing right now? Yeah, changing the faucets to gold. I kind of jumped around like just a little bit in the middle, but it's technically like I changed the kitchen, like I finished the kitchen from the start without jumping around way too much. I just jumped around like a tiny little bit in the end. So I hope you're not getting dizzy. I actually got a comment last time to kind of reduce the speed a little bit, and I will do that on the next time. But this house, like it took me, like as I said, 16 I believe 16 hours, if not even more, because a lot of stuff I did off camera as well, like off footage, like a lot of parts don't have even footage of it because I kind of like, for example, finished the bathrooms without recording it. Like some of the bathrooms, except of like the parents' bathroom and Holly's bathroom, and like the laundry room, and like I did a lot of stuff off camera as well, and ended up having like around 16 hours of footage. I took out around 6 hours of footage, and when I kind of sped up the I don't know, like the normal speed that the normal speed builds go at is around like 8 times, and when I did that with 8 times of speed, the whole speed build ended up being like an hour and 20 minutes, I believe, or something like that. Yeah, and after taking out like a lot of footage as well that I kind of recorded and speeding it up by 16 times, which is gonna be the last time. I hope it's the last time doing that. It ended up being like 40 minutes, and I think 40 minutes are also too much. Yeah, but for a house like this, I believe it's fine, and I don't want to like kind of separate the entire speed build into two separate parts. It's kind of something that bums me personally out when I'm watching other speed builds. But yeah. Right now working on the informal living room, which looks nothing like the one previous from that, just because they were using a lot of like antique furniture in their informal living room, which doesn't make sense because in an informal living room you should like sit comfortably. Yeah, anyway, and right now working on the study. I believe we're actually like getting closer and closer. Like we finished more than 3/4 of the whole speed build right now. Yeah, and this is kind of like the print of the I just changed it, but the two chairs that I was changing just right now, they had this like snake kind of skin on them. Anyway, right now working on the study, and yeah, it's a big study, and I exactly like I kept the wood like I don't know, vibes that was going in there. Again, no reason to build something like that in this day and age. Like normally you see like rooms made out of like a lot of wood, like if it's like an old estate or something. It wouldn't make sense to do it right now because it needs a lot of upkeep and stuff and maintenance, but again, just to show off some wealth and kind of like overcompensate with the feeling that like with the lack of self-confidence again, like they just want to prove that they have money and they can, I don't know, afford stuff. Yeah, right now working on the guest bedroom, one of the two bedrooms that are downstairs. but they are not like just by the kitchen or something. They are actually in a good place, in an appropriate place where one would have the like the bedrooms in this kind of house. Yeah, and I don't believe there is a lot of like in this place because it wasn't even like personalized or anything. It just like looks like a set that you buy. Like you just go to, I don't know, like a furniture store. You see a whole setup and like of a bedroom, and instead of buying just one thing, you say like, okay, deliver the whole thing to my place. Yeah, it felt kind of like this. And this is the bedroom that was intended to like Holly's sibling if they actually decide to have a baby. Like I don't know if you actually play with the Altos before or not. Like I didn't play with them before, but whenever I was playing, they ended up having another kid, and this is kind of the room for the kid that they might have if you play like from story progression. Yeah, nothing much in it. It just like feels a lot more personalized, like in comparison to the guest bedroom. Yeah, that is all I believe. And I believe I end up working on the outside when I'm done with this room. Oh no, this is like a butler's room. Like it's a bedroom, and it also has a kind of a living area, and just off the kind of living area there's a small kitchenette, and off the kitchenette there's a bathroom, and on the other side of the bathroom is like the laundry room, but you don't have like access to it from the bathroom. You gotta have to go out to the corridor to have access to the laundry room itself. Anyway, but you can go up and down with the elevator, so you wouldn't waste too much time and energy walking up and down the stairs. Yeah, right now I'm working on the pool. I'm kind of like just like reconfiguring the placement of the pool, but I copied the exact same style that they had. Yeah, and I didn't change much on the outside. Like again, I wanted to kind of like stick to the same style that they were going for, but I did add this pool house and that I talked about before that has like the 6th bedroom, I believe. And it also has a small kitchenette area. Again, working on the freeze level because whenever you put like I don't know, a roof on the house, it kind of like slopes down to I don't know, a big part of the window itself. Yeah, and the floor plan came very easy. It's a very, I don't know, simple kind of small pool house. Yeah, that might be someone's starter home. I don't know. Like maybe they can actually rent it out too, although I don't believe that they need the money or anything, but they could just for like gameplay purposes. I believe we actually have like less than a minute left right now. But yeah, this is like the bedroom. Ends up having like a big carpet in it, so it wouldn't all be like this stone. Like it wouldn't all have like a stone marble. This is the kitchenette, as I said, and it's gonna have like a very small dining living room too as well. Again, as I said, like it works perfectly as a starter home too. If you want to copy the exact same floor plan and do it like in another place, just putting down the fence, the pool fence. And anyway, I'm gonna wish you all to stay happy, healthy, and safe. See you next time. And there are a lot of screenshots, so stay tuned and stay tuned for the other renovations. Yeah. Yeah. Just stay happy, healthy, and safe, and see you next time. Bye.